Okay, you guys, we get to talk about Ranma 1/2 on the PC Engine! Yay! Okay, baby, turn down the excitement just a bit. So, Ranma 1/2 is probably one of my all-time favorite anime TV shows growing up, and it has some of the most memorable and lovable characters you will ever see in an anime. Rumiko Takahashi, the creator, illustrator, and storytelling genius who also brought us other classics like Lum, Urusei Yatsura, Maison Ikoku, Inuyasha, and a bunch of other stuff, is the mastermind behind Ranma 1/2. And like any other popular anime during the time, Ranma got a bunch of video game adaptations, including this one we're talking about today. This installment of Ranma 1/2 by NCS Masaya is a one-on-one fighting game that follows a good portion of the show in a more condensed fashion. And it does so in an episodic manner that it kind of feels like chapters between rounds. There are even these adorable breaks with cute little cinematics, which are also known as eye catch in Japan. For those of you unfamiliar with Ranma 1/2, the story follows series protagonist Ranma Saotome, who one day happens to fall into a cursed spring during training where a young girl happened to drown in. So now whenever Ranma gets splashed with cold water, he becomes a girl, and his father, who also fell into a cursed spring, becomes a panda, his rival becomes a pig, this girl turns into a cat, this guy's a duck, and hilarity ensues. This game is the first versus fighter in the series, and the gameplay does kind of reflect that. However, even with its clunky gameplay, there's still plenty of fun to be had. This is especially so if you're a fan of the show, because the anime feels are definitely there. The graphics themselves are okay for the most part, considering this game came out in 1991, but the cutscenes in Ranma are great. They tell the story quite nicely, and the whole thing is voiced by the original voice talent from the show. For example, male Ranma is voiced by Kappei Yamaguchi, who also happened to be the voice of Inuyasha, Rumiko Takahashi's subsequent series after Ranma, and female Ranma being voiced by the talented Megumi Hayashibara, who's got a gajillion voiceover credits in anime, including Hyokai no Rine, another one of Takahashi's works that Yamaguchi also has a voice role in. The music to Ranma 1/2 is everything you would expect from a Ranma game. I've always thought Masaya had a good understanding of the Ranma universe and hired musical talent accordingly, as all the tunes fit the atmosphere in all of the Ranma games. All in all, Ranma 1/2 on the PC Engine is a really fun game to play and can be had for a mere $30 or less. Definitely worth it in my opinion, and more so if you're a fan, so why not give it a go? Hey everybody, welcome to another one of these retro anime UwU Super Show anime chat hangout thing that we do every Wednesday here on the channel. This Wednesday we are talking about Ranma 1/2. Do you know it? Because a lot of people don't, and then there's some who grew up with it and they love it fondly. So hopefully that little intro kind of talked about Ranma 1/2, the series, the creator, some key points, and then of course the PC Engine game, because, you know, PC Engine. But Rumiko Takahashi is the creator of Ranma 1/2, like I mentioned in that video. She also did Inuyasha. She did a bunch of other series, which I mentioned in that intro video. I feel we might get more people later, so I might have to re-explain it. Or maybe I'll just play that first part where I talk about Ranma 1/2 for a little bit. Sasquatch is here. Welcome, Sasquatch. Did you watch that video in the beginning? With a little explanation about Ranma 1/2. So basically, if you missed the intro video, Ranma 1/2 is a series about a boy that changes into a girl when he gets wet with cold water, changes back into a man when he gets wet with hot water, as a result of falling into a cursed spring. And that's why you get Ranma 1/2, because he's half boy, half girl. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look and see. We got some people in chat. We've got Matthew Roach. Chris Tang is here. Yeah, we got your question. Radical Reggie stopped in. Sweet Like Sugar. Socket Monsters. Gizmo. CVL says, oh, well. Moon Jelly Kevin says, I grew up with it, but I'll admit I still haven't finished it.
Jelly Kevin.
Moon Jelly Kevin. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Cybergirl is here, because we're talking about Ranma. Sasquatch in Time Matthew Roach and Space Asteroid says Shampoo was the hottest. Shampoo was hilarious too. I loved that like whole like rivalry with Akane and Shampoo. Shampoo is a girl that changes into a cat. She fell into a cursed spring where a cat had drowned, which I explained in that video as well. And then you got a bunch of other characters who change into stuff. Right now we're playing the soundtrack to the Ranma 1/2 video game. The one that came out here called Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. In Japan, it was called Bakuretsu Ranto Hen, which is like exploding neighborhood battle. And there were a bunch of Ranma games, that came out over the years. GT Beakerman, welcome! With all the Saru emotes, which you too can have access to for a mere $1.99 a month by joining on the bottom right-hand corner of your chat. Or is it left-hand corner? I don't know where it's at on YouTube. I don't remember anymore. That grandpa, though. Yeah, the grandpa, Genma, changes into a panda when he gets wet with cold water. And that's actually how the series starts. It starts with him transforming into a panda. Is that old?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, that's not happening now, is it? I'm like, who am I talking to? All right. Moonjelly Kevin says, as an innocent boy in the 90s, I tried to get stuff legit. So I had a super expensive Ni Hao My Concubine VHS that I watched religiously and flipped comics. A good portion of all of my Ranma back in the day was all copied from a friend. I copied almost all of my Ranma stuff, except for like 4 VHSs ever. But most of them I copied. I had most of the anime on bootleg VCD at some point. That's awesome. I had some Ranma VCDs. They were all in they were Japanese, subtitled in Chinese. So actually all my anime VCD was subtitled in Chinese and then raw Japanese language. Christine says, does Jesse turn into a panda when he gets never mind. Let's see.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
All right, and I have some Ranma stuff too that
right.
I want to show you guys.
In the corner.
At some point. I've got a cool box set. But anyway, before I get into that, let's jump into the weekly question. So last week we asked you guys, do you like Ranma 1/2? And if so, what is your memory about it? Number 1 comes to us from Mark Dell in the Sarupro crew. Mark Dell says, I do not know Ranma 1/2. Well, hopefully he's here and he learned something about Ranma 1/2. Let's see. Saru turns into a turtle when he gets wet.
Turtle.
I like turtles.
True
VHS
sad.
for me, says Socket Monsters. I answered the question really last minute.
Yeah,
okay, well,
I got it.
We'll put it in. Jesse says he got it, so you good. Why did YouTube double my comment?
I know, I saw that. That's weird.
Double the tang, double the fun.
Double the tang, double the fun.
Alright, so number 2 comes to us from I'm not sure, but maybe we'll figure it out together. Number 2 says, I know so much about Ranma. I had the cassette tapes and did artwork for years. I just got it in the Japanese section at Blockbuster and watched the whole series on YouTube years later. I also played the SNES game that came to North America. I enjoyed all of the characters and did a few LARPs with people for Ranma and did the card game that had Ranma in it. I hope we get another Rumic World. So yay! I wonder whose answer that is. I didn't even know there was a Ranma 1/2 card game.
Sorry.
That's okay. Are you alright?
Something got stuck in my throat. That's why I was waiting for you to finish. That's so I can cough.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's see.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'd rather you not die.
I know.
Space Asteroid says, had some Ranma and Slayers. Why the hell did this turn off? Oh, okay. I thought the battery. I was like, no!
Hi, Cybergirl.
Space Asteroid said, had some Ranma, Slayers, and Peacock King at the time. What's Peacock King? I'm not familiar with that one. Because YouTube, Chris Tang says that's as good a reason as any. Because YouTube. Let's see. I have both versions of those games. I got my answer in about an hour ago. Oh yeah, Jesse got it. He got it. All right. Number 3 Let's see here. Number 3. Didn't leave a name either, but this person said, my favorite memory of Ranma 1/2 was 2 weeks ago when I bought the DVD movie Chinaman vs. Cho Aniki or something like that from Goodwill and asking Saru on last week's Skipper Moon show and Saru saying Ranma is a goody goody. Who is that? Is that GT Beakerman? Or who is that?
I think it's Ando Gamer.
Or is it on somebody? I remember somebody. It was either Ando Gamer or GT Beakerman who said that they bought Ranma at Goodwill. Maybe it was Ando Gamer.
It's gotta be Ando Gamer.
I don't remember.
This is goody goody.
Yeah, Sasquatch says that was me. Oh,
Oh.
We were both wrong. Which one was you? The one I just read, or the one before that?
That one you just read.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. It had 3 or 4 movies on VHS, underrated for sure, with the writing spelled on paper type thing. Nope, not me, says GT Beakerman. That was a Sasquatch. It was the furry Sasquatch.
Yeah, Goodwill Ranma.
Goodwill Ranma. Okay. You said you got it for $3 or something like that.
Oh, I know what I can bring. I have
DVD
really
movie
cool.
versus Choaniki or something. Did you watch it? Did you watch that one? Big Trouble in Nekonlan, China. Yeah, Goodwill Ranma. Nope. Alright, so next one comes to us from Wreck-It Rens. Wreck-It Rens says, unfortunately, I'm barely getting into Ranma as of last year. Trying to complete those DVD sets are hard and expensive, but I'll eventually watch this anime. I became really interested after hearing you, Saru, talking about it. I remember seeing Ranma 1/2 at the movie rental places, but the cover never captured my attention enough to pick it up. Kind of regretting it now, says Wreck-It Rens. Well, you should definitely... I would recommend... like with any series, it's good to start at the beginning, but if, for whatever reason, after you watch how the anime starts, you can jump straight into the OVAs. Those are a lot of fun. Well, most of the OVAs, because there's a lot of characters that get introduced later on. So maybe after everyone is introduced, then maybe jump to the movies and the OVAs, just so that you know who everybody is. Oh, we're on the stream! So naughty. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so Jesse just brought his Ranma thing. This is an old Ranma 1/2 gift box that we got in 2012.
2012, yeah.
We got this in 2012 from a place called Anime Jungle, but the box itself is from the 90s. It's an old Ranma 1/2 gift box.
The stickers.
That they had there. Yeah, there's like
Peach-on stickers.
Little Peach-on holographic stickers
cute.
to seal your gift box. And this was something like if you had like say like, you know, you bought somebody a shirt or something, you know. These types of boxes were usually good for clothing, you know, or if you made somebody something, you know, like a scarf. There's an episode where Akane makes this horrible scarf for Ranma. You could put it in your gift box.
Get back. Sorry.
Where's the back? Oh yeah, that's cool. Ranma Sotome, Akane Tendo, shampoo, all the names. All the names.
We got this for... It was
three
like
for
$3.
$10.
$3 for
So yeah, it would have been like
$3.50?
three something,
9,
probably.
320, 3 something, $3.
The intro video helped a lot. Well, I'm glad there was. I think there was like 5 people in here when I played that intro video, so I'm sure that most people are gonna start coming in later. Hopefully, you guys can go back to the beginning of the stream and just watch that video. It talks a bit about it. Let's see here. Screw the Net says, I knew of it, but only ever saw a movie or two in the 90s. That and saw 3x3 Eyes was strange. The manga is its own thing, but still revisiting it. I don't know much about, I don't know what they could call it here, if it's called 3x3 Eyes or what, but in Japan it's called Sazan Eyes. But I don't know much about it. I only know that it's called that because I bought the PC Engine game. And it came with a VHS, which I watched. But other than the VHS that came with my PC Engine game, I haven't really watched any of it. It looks cool though. I really like the art style of it. Kind of reminds me of Blue Seed a little bit. The movies were good, but the series was better. For what? For Ranma? I don't know about that. The movies were funny. I think the best part about Ranma 1/2 are the OVAs. The original video animations. They make those in a box set now. I think that's like the best that you can watch of Ranma. But the show is good too. Let's see here. Next one comes to us from Cassius. Cassius says, has something to do with hair. Sorry, it wasn't on Adult Swim, maybe? Says Cassius. All right. Next one comes to us from Shell. Shell says, hey guys, never really watched any Ranma 1/2. Only seen a lot of pictures from the show as well as reading about the fighting game for the Super Famicom in a Swedish game magazine called Superplay that I had a subscription for as a teen. Overall, to me, the show always seemed so exotic and cool, but never really got to watch it. When I had a chance to buy it on VHS a couple of years later, I instead opted to buy Gumbuster and Ghost in the Shell, missing Ranma once again. I guess I need to download it and actually watch it, since you guys make a whole show about it. Much love and respect, Shell, says Shell, who is one of our Sarupro members from Sweden. We have a couple. Yeah, Sazanais. I've seen it a couple times. I missed the video. I'll have to watch the video on demand later. The movies were good, but the series... Okay. Yeah, I definitely know Ranma 1/2. What is up, Jeffo? Welcome. Welcome. Me want that box, says Cybergirl. Alright, next one comes to us from Matthew Roach. Matthew says, Matthew here. I know and love Ranma 1/2. I didn't know about Ranma 1/2 until the mid-2000s when I saw a trailer for it. And loved the trailer, then immediately tracked down where I could find the show and watch it, says Matthew. Very cool. Now you can get pretty much all of them on Blu-ray. I haven't bought any of the Blu-ray Ranma yet, just because my DVDs are okay. I still have a good portion of my DVDs. I have all the DVD movies, the OVA set. Jesse McLove. What? Oh, did you join that by to test and never subscribed to it? Cool. I'm paying myself. Except I'm giving YouTube 40% of it. Let's see here. All right. What? I know, right? Funny. Next one comes to us from Cybergirl. Cybergirl is in the chat right now. Cybergirl says, I absolutely love Ranma 1/2, as it was my first real anime. As for memories, I would have to go with my favorite episode. Am I pretty? Ranma's declaration of womanhood. Probably because Ranma acts the most feminine in it. Oh my god, yeah, that episode is so funny. Do you remember that episode when Ranma gets like, I don't remember what happened, but like the whole time he thinks he's a girl, like he cries all the time.
Doesn't Ranma date someone too or something? Is that episode? No, I'm thinking a different episode.
Sasquatch says, finally, Jesse! Blu-ray of Ranma are an excellent quality, says Matthew Roach. Yeah, I'll have to break down and get them. They're just kind of expensive. They're expensive. But Ranma's always been expensive. The VHSs were super expensive. I remember buying a bunch of them at Suncoast Video and thinking, man, these were freaking expensive. But then my friends like, I own like all of it. And I was like, cool, can I borrow them? And I just started copying them as she was letting me borrow them. Let's see here. The Pope says, watching Tenjo Tenge, but I needed to finally jump in on these talks. Blesses the chat. Never seen Ranma, but I've played the games and have hard battle on my Super Famicom, says the Pope. Very cool. I liked Tenjo Tenge. Tenjo Tenge was fun. School, whatchamacallit, fighting anime. I liked Tenjo Tenge. I also really liked the group that did the intro, Da Pump. I was a big fan of Da Pump, so I was really happy to hear that they had done a cover of the intro. The OVAs were the best. That's what I was saying earlier, that they were the best. Legendary Anime Japan fans says, play Ranma game. Maybe later. We'll see, depending on how soon we get through these questions. But that's normally what we do every week. So if you're new here, yeah, we go through people's questions every week, and then if there's time, we play games. Oh yeah, also we're giving away one of these guys tonight. one of these Ranma 1/2 charms. We're doing a Gleam giveaway. We're not doing Name That Anime today because we didn't have time. We were already running late, so we're just going to save that for next week's episodes. Next week's episode is Macross. We're going to talk about Macross Robotech. So I figure hopefully we have a lot of people who watched Robotech back in the day, or any iteration of Macross, Macross Plus, whatever. That's next week's question, which is up at the top of the chat. Today, whoever wins, we're gonna give them the Ranma 1/2 charm this week, and you can get these on Sarupro.com. It's Ranma acrylic charm. So that's why there's also no charm today, because we already did our Ranma charm. So no need to do another Ranma charm when there's still like 10 of these on the shop. I have 11. We're giving one today, and that'll leave 10 left over in the shop. I'm playing Martian successor Nadesco game. I already beat Ranma for Sega Saturn. Ranma never came out on Sega Saturn. Ranma was only on the PS1 in that generation. In the 32-bit generation. But Nadesco was on the Saturn, for sure. Alright, next one comes to us from... I don't know, but it's got to be one of our Canadian members because they mentioned YTV. This person says, I've really only ever heard of it. I was more into what was popular at the time here in Canada, though I do believe that Ranma 1/2 was on YTV later on in the evening. But I didn't really have much access to TV at the time. I wonder if that's Stry. That might be Stry. Maybe.
Zombie's here.
Zombie, welcome! Long time no see. He says, Konnichiwa, Saru-sama, another awesome Jesse and chat. I'll have to watch Macross Plus this week, says the Pope. Zombie says, just finished filming some videos and can finally say hello. Very cool. It's nice of you to hop in. It's always nice to see you, Zombie. Charm giveaway. There's a link to the charm giveaway, you guys. All you have to do is just click on it to enter it. Oh, no. I'm sorry. The person that we pick, who's the winner of the question thing, gets to pick something out of our game box.
Yeah, really box, yeah.
Sorry, this is just a giveaway for anyone who wants to enter, who is in this chat right now. I'm kind of slow in the head today. Hits his head on a rock. Ah, okay. You might be. I wonder if Cybergirl, you might be behind a bit. Make sure that your chat is refreshed. All right. Next one comes to us here. Let's see. I think that might have been Stry. I don't know. He's not in the chat, but I think it was Stry. Next one, number 10 says Ranma 1/2 was quite the anime. Pandas, ducks, pigs, cats, and boys that turned into girls. I really think people pass on this anime because of how it looks. They see old style anime and they run away to their newer poops. If you haven't seen it, please give it a chance. Who is that? If you're here, let me know who you are. In that episode, refresh chat, Cybergirl. Yeah, I think you're behind. We talked about that like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I wonder who that is. By the way, guys, when you fill out the question, make sure you put your YouTube name somewhere in the thing, just so that we know who it's from, because we don't always see who it's from because we don't pay for Gleam, and sometimes it's just screwy. So make sure you put your name anywhere in the answer for any of when we do these questions. I was talking about Flavor of the Month anime with somebody earlier. Us old taku have to show these kids the way. That's kind of why I did these Wednesday things. So hopefully they'll gain some more traction. So far, though, we've only really ever gotten... I think the most people was 20-something at any given time. But it's also on a Wednesday too, so that might be hard. It's on a Wednesday, and for anyone who's East Coast, it's really late for y'all. We start at 8 because we're on the West Coast. And I have to work in the daytime. Otherwise, I'd started way earlier if I didn't have to go to work. I forgot to do that. Sorry, Sasaka Monsters. No worries. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Are you talking about this week's question? Which one was yours? Or did we get to it? Did we not get to it yet? If Akane got with Ryoga, it would all probably be better. So Space Asteroid. That's funny. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's see here. Next one comes to us from JT. JT says, I have a confession to make. I never watched Ranma 1/2, so I pretty much don't have any memories of the show. The only thing I remember seeing was a SNES game in the stores, and I was curious, but I couldn't afford it when I was a kid, said JT. That's okay. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the next answer, not at JT's answer. All right, so that one was from JT. He's never heard of Ranma, which is why I titled the question. It's like, do you know it? Because I knew a lot of people wouldn't know what Ranma is, or just only heard of it, and never really actually watched the show. And that's why I put together that intro and stuff. Let's see here. You didn't get mine yet. It's one sentence.
Could be the next one.
Could it be the next one? The next one, number 12 says, not gonna lie, first time seeing some anime titties. That's what I was laughing at, because I usually, I'll try to preemptively read as I'm going through the last one, you know? And so I started laughing before I finished, or right as I finished reading JT's, because I was already reading the next one. Let's see here. That's me.
Yeah. I knew it.
That's funny. I think that was the case for a lot of people back then, right? Who watched anime early on. Is Ranma is always running around topless in the show, and shampoo every once in a while. But Ranma the most, because Ranma wasn't too aware of her womanhood, you know. So he'd always run around naked. Let's see here. I probably love Ranma if I watched it. I never watched Yu Yu Hakusho either. Oh man, I loved Yu Yu Hakusho. I love both those shows. Yu Yu Hakusho, towards the end it was kind of fucky, but for the most part it was really good. Yu Yu Hakusho also had 2 movies that were really good. I really liked the movies. They were good. Especially the second movie. I entered the charm giveaway as well without thinking about it, and I already have the Ranma charm, says Super Boo. Okay, well, I mean, if I draw your name, you could always just pick who gets it, too. If you want to do it that way. You could always pick somebody. Zombie says, Ranma 1/2 is comedic gold. I love it. I used to see it a lot in comic book stores. Their VHS tapes filled a display case. Yeah, that was at a lot of places. Their VHS tapes would fill up places. I remember when I used to go to Suncoast, it was so much Ranma on the shelves. But also really expensive. I think I only ever bought maybe in the beginning 2 or 3 Ranma tapes, and then in a whole I ended up only owning 6 Ranma tapes altogether. A couple VHSs, some episodes, and the movies. Snark Mark says, when I started to understand what anime was about, I rented Ranma from Blockbuster. Clark said, you know this is dubbed, right? And I said, whatever, less reading, I replied. I understand now, Blockbuster guy. It's funny because I actually watched Ranma in English because when I first started watching Ranma, I watched it in Korean. I didn't know anything. I didn't know any Korean. So when I first started watching Ranma in English, it was because it was cheaper than the subs. The subs were cheaper to get than the dub. For whatever reason, the dub was always $10 cheaper, you know, and that was a lot of money. So I would always get the dub, and then I just got used to the Ocean dub, you know, and their voices, who came and did a bunch of Inuyasha voices as well. I miss Suncoast. Yeah, I used to work at a Suncoast. I was a third key at a Suncoast for a year. I remember I used to spend half of my paycheck on anime and the other half on rent, and then whatever was left over, I would just buy ramen, eat ramen forever. Because my priorities were super screwy.
Ramen.
Ramen 1/2. I still have unused Suncoast points. Can never use them again. I prefer the dub, but I'm a weirdo. I do now because that's all I ever watched. But I like it in Japanese too. I really like some of the Japanese voice actors. I eventually rewatched it again all in Japanese, but I originally watched it all in English. Ryoga, Shampoo, and Ukyo are easily my favorites. I have a soft spot for Moose too. And of course, Kuno's continued pursuit of the pigtailed girl. Yeah, I love Ukyo. Ukyo's one of my favorites. as well. Sarus, Casimules, what is up? Welcome. How did your stream go? I know you streamed earlier on the Twitch. Spanish dubs are where it's at. I used to watch Spanish dubs for Dragon Ball all the time because they were like ahead of they were way ahead of us, you know, when it came to watching it. So if I couldn't score it in Japanese, or if I didn't watch it at like a Korean friend's house, I'd watch it in Spanish, or I would watch it just so I could understand. Because sometimes I'd watch it in Korean and not know what the hell's going on. But I had a lot of Korean friends who got me into all of this stuff. Mackenzie, what is up? He said, just wanted to say a quick hello to you and Jesse. I wish I could stay, but I'm unusually tired tonight. Have fun, guys. Just make sure you save some snacks for me.
Snacks.
Snacks. We were supposed to get. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, get snacks.
I wanted to get snacks for tonight's anime thing. Oh well. Next Wednesday and Saturday, we had snacks. We like to go to or every day. We recently started going to a Japanese store that's close to us because we're in the east side, and so all the Japanese stores are on the west side. None of them are close to us, and they opened one close to us, so we go to that one all the time. All the time. Latin America got everything unaltered too. Yeah, there was like all the guts, you know, and Zarbon. That's one I remember seeing in Spanish when Zarbon got his freaking stomach blown out. And then they showed the dub, and they were fighting, and next thing you know, Zarbon's like falling in the water. It's like, what the fuck? What even happened? What even happened?
Well, Latin America, they show like in the news, they show like
people. No, dude, the news is brutal.
Yeah, they're like, this person got shot, and they zoom into the head being blown out. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, news in Spanish is brutal. Saint Seiya was popular in South America. That's right. In Spanish, we called Saint Seiya Los Caballeros del Zodiaco, which is what would you call that? The Horsemen of the Zodiac is what that translates to. Los Caballeros del Zodiaco is what we called it in Espanol. But you know what? I never really watched Saint Seiya, a whole lot of Saint Seiya. Very little. It didn't catch my attention. Really. I don't know why. Everyone I knew loved it, and I was just like, meh. Saint Seiya. I don't think we've ever gotten Saint Seiya in full. Check out this headshot. Zooms away. And I know that's how like Mexican news was sometimes, or was anyway. I don't know how it is now.
It's still the same.
Is it really?
Yeah. They don't care.
Yeah, I remember there was one where I saw where like they were talking about like a semi had like crashed into a truck, and they showed like
the
limbs. Yeah, and like, what the fuck? This is crazy. It's like, yeah, they're crazy about that. We have, what are we talking about? I don't think we've gotten all of Saint Seiya. I guess we have to wait until somebody like, I don't know, who owns the rights to Saint Seiya in the U.S. Is it like, I don't know. Then there was that Netflix show. Do you guys remember? Did you guys see that CG show? They did like a CG show, and they changed what's his name, the guy who's really effeminate. They just changed him into a girl. I'm like, I wonder if that rubbed people the wrong way. Cowboys of the Zodiac. Discotheque has the movies. I was gonna say Discotheque. I wonder if they're gonna redo it. Shell, what is up, Shell? I just read yours not too long ago. Yeah, I'm good. I'm still having like weird breathing issues still, but not bad. I think it's an after effect of COVID, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just too fat. But for some reason or another, I'm having breathing difficulties still. All right, next one comes to us from GT Beakerman. He says, I have 5 Ranma games. My only memory of Ranma is watching the great Sarumaniac stream it, says GT Beakerman. That's cool. What Ranma games do you have? Do you have all the Super Famicom ones? I am missing, I think, What am I missing? I think I'm missing one of the Game Boy games.
5.
One of the Game Boy games I'm missing. Oh, point 5. I didn't see that. How do you have 0.5? How does that work? It's like you have like a shred of one of the boxes. You have a flap. A box flap. All right. Next one comes to us from Super Boo. Super Boo, he says, yes, I've seen most of Ranma 1/2 and I like it, but I didn't watch it back in the day. I did know it from a while back, though, because we used to get these Viz catalogs in the mail, and I saw it in those. But I started watching it a few years ago. I still haven't watched the last bits of the show, though, or any of the movies yet, but would like to sometime. As for memories for Ranma, I think it was during a time similar to now. In a way, it was before I got my last job and was starting to get low in the bank. I just sort of started watching a bunch of anime free on Hulu and try and calm my nerves and escape reality a bit, I guess. And they had Ranma 1/2, up to a certain point anyway. They didn't have all of the episodes, which I'd been going to anime cons for a few years at that point, and heard some of the themes from Ranma in a Name That Tune event at one of them. And I like how they sounded. And some of my con buddies told me that I should watch it someday, so I did. I did eventually watch a few more episodes that were on Hulu back then, a year or two ago, when everyone in the Discord was watching it and stuff. But it took me a while to figure out where I had left off, and my internet was sucking so bad that I ended up dropping it before the end. Again, someday I'm just going to start over and watch it all the way through, says Super Boo. Very cool. Definitely, if you do anything, at least watch, have you seen, like, all the characters get introduced? Like, all the main characters? Like, Shampoo and Moose and Ryoga and Ukyo and them? Because if you did, I would suggest to watch the animes, the OVAs, if you can at some point. The OVAs are a lot of fun. I definitely recommend the OVAs. Alright, we got a couple more here. A couple more. I need a drink. I need a drink. I know Chi-Chi's from Italian TV. What? I only watch Mexican TV for the Chi-Chis, so DBZ fits right in.
Who said that?
Snark Mark. So we're going to give away one of these guys. One of these Ranma things in a little bit as well. At some point. After I do the questions. We're not doing Name That Tune this week. Or not Name That Tune. Name That Anime. Which is a slideshow game that we do, and you guys have to guess which anime it is. We didn't get time to do enough slides to do it this week. Sorry, my eyeballs are tripping. My eyeballs. My butthole. I think I wrote my butthole. I'm watching nothing but vampire/horror anime for spooky season, but I'll have a lot of classics to go through come November. Very cool. What are you watching? What are you watching, Jeff? Oh, Brandon313 has become a Sarumoji member. I don't know. Is that a rebill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wish this thing told you. Yeah. Thank you for the continued support, Brandon313. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, thank you very much for the continued support. Still no girl Ranma charm. Man, today would have been a good day to do that, but I just didn't have time. I didn't have time between work and stuff I had to do and people hounding me for stuff. People are like, you owe me this thing. I paid your money. And I'm like, shit. So, shit. I do things for money. Vampire Hunter D is great. I know, maybe I should do a girl Ranma charm. Should I do a girl Ranma charm? I started an Ukyo one and then I couldn't find what the hell I did with it because that would have been good for today. Do you want to play another?
Yeah.
Another thing? Another Ranmers. Alright, next one comes to us from Cerulean. Cerulean says, of course I know Ranma 1/2. It's classic. It was a staple of our college anime nights too back in the day. I remember one time I rented a VHS to show my brother the series, but despite being Ranma on the cover of the VHS, the actual tape was really an anime called Black Magic M15, which wasn't really a bad thing either. That OVA rocked, haha. I finally have I finally was able to show my brother the series a few years later, and I remember one point my dad walked in on a scene with female Ranma being topless. He just shook his head saying, "Those Chinese cartoons," and walked out. Sorry, I found that so funny. Yeah, so so Black Magic, man, that's a Masamune Shiro one, right? Yeah, I think. But I vaguely remember it. I saw it a millennia ago. I should probably watch that again at some point. Trinity Blood is amazing. Hinunashi is also great. Ooh, I can't watch that. I started watching that. It's like I can only see everyone die so many times in that show. Midnight Goku. What is that? What is that? Have a good night, Moon. Thank you for stopping in, Moon Jellies. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see you when you stop in. By the way, guys, Moon Jelly is one of my oldest supporters. Before I started doing any of these, the Sarupro stuff and like the Saturday show, he was a supporter of mine before we started any of that. So it's always really nice to see him when he hops in. Long time supporter. Him and Cybergirl and Ruben are the three people who have supported me the longest.
George and
George and Gabe too.
Yeah.
So two of my friends, because they're like my friends, you know, close friends locally, and then three people who are long time supporters, who found me through. Did all three of them find me through FX Yuki? I know Moon Jelly did, Cybergirl did. But yeah, long time supporters. So thank you for stopping in, Moon Jelly. Much appreciated. He's probably already gone. I'm like throwing that his whole spiel. And Trade Gaming, thank you so much for the continued support on the Sarumoji Club.
It's probably gonna pop up
for a bunch of people.
We all did at the same time.
Well, that's good. That means I get to thank all these people for continuing their support to me. And that's always appreciated. All right, we have one more. This last one we got from Chris Tang. And then there's the rest of us. We still like you, Saru-san, Chan, Kun, Dono, Senpai, Sama. Thank you, Screw the Net. Slayers and Dirty Pair need to be featured one Wednesday. Yeah, we should. I'll be honest with you guys. I've only seen a small bit of Dirty Pair and then Dirty Pair Flash. So I could probably use to watch some more Dirty Pair and then talk about it, because that would be good to talk about. Be like, oh, I watched more of this show, so maybe it'll give me an excuse to watch some more Dirty Pair. Same thing with Slayers. I never finished Slayers. I only watched the first season of Slayers. I love all the music though, because Megumi Hashibara does the music for it. She sings the songs, so I like all the songs and Slayers. All the seasons. Let's do Macross episode. That's next week. There's already a question. Next week is Macross Robotech. That's next Wednesday. So make sure you answer it. I asked you guys in the Saru crew, and the only answers I got before I started the show was Macross. So that's what I went with. I went with Macross because you guys mentioned Macross. So we're gonna do Macross. Ah, yes, says Shell. Stream on Saru TV. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we can watch some stuff together.
Yeah.
I can rip it and we can watch it. We can watch it on the Saru TV channel. For those of you who don't know, Saru TV is a section in our Discord that I only recently started streaming stuff to there. Like we did the Nintendo Direct. Did we do Nintendo Direct?
No, we did it on YouTube.
No, we did. What did we do? We watched something just recently on Saru TV. Anyway, so I want to start watching some stuff. I'm going to rip some laser discs, and then we're going to watch them in the Saru TV section in the Discord. You can join the Discord for as little as $1 a month on sarumaru.com. and it gets you access to the Discord. Every tier on either starmar.com or Patreon gives you access to something. So $1 or more, you get Discord. $5, you get a membership to the Sarupro Print Club, which is this handy dandy thing here, where we do 3 different prints every quarter. This one was a Street Fighter one. I'm just showing you this one because it was the one that I have at hand. But the Dragon Quest ones are in here as well. Last one was Dragon Quest, and then you guys are voting. You guys vote pretty much on everything. I'm going to start letting you guys vote on the what we do for the episodes as well. So next week we're going to do vote Robotech Macross, and then I'll give you some other choices and you guys can vote on those, and we'll talk about those shows as well. The music for Golgo is epic. No! What are you knowing at? Golgo manga creator died. Oh, that's right! Yeah, the creator of Golgo 13 just passed away. He was like 82 though, so he had a good run, but it was sad. Sad news. Sad news for people who grew up watching the Golgo or the Professional or whatever you wanna call the show. I think we got one show. I think was it called The Professional? I think. He is dead then. Yes, he died.
Yes, that's what I'm knowing.
That's what I'm. Yeah, he died. Unfortunately, sad. We're losing the creators of violent manga left and right. Yeah, Kentaro Miura was one that recently passed away as well. I don't know who else has passed away, but Kentaro Miura was also a impactful one, right? Because a lot of us, like, I loved Berserk, at least the anime. I didn't read. At some point, I should probably read the mangas. Berserk is one of those things where you kind of have to consume all of the media to get all of the story, because even the games have their own arcs that are based on whatever arc is being talked about at that time, but they stray off from the main story. So with Berserk, you kind of have to consume the whole all the media, games, manga, anime. Let's see here. Maybe a Golgo episode. Hint, Saru, hint. I don't know how well a Golgo episode would go, but we can put it on voting, and maybe you guys can vote for it. Because if you guys don't want the episode, I'm not going to do it, right? Which is why I want to do this voting here. Like with today, I'm glad that people actually showed up. In the beginning, when there was only 3 people in the chat, I was like, oh no, I guess less people know Ranma than I thought. I think the most people we got was last week's, because we talked about Dragon Ball. So we had a lot of people in last week. Because we got a lot of Dragon Ball fans. Yes, cool movies. Fist of the North Star guy is still around, right? Yeah. Hara Tetsuo is the artist of Fist of the North Star. Go Nagai is still with us. Alright, let's go ahead and read this last one. We got one more here that we're going to read.
I get to make another Google Form, says Red Sugar.
You get to make another Google form. Oh yeah, maybe we can do it that way, huh?
Yeah.
We can do it with forms again. And we'll probably put the same amount of choices. We'll do like 6 choices and let people pick from those 6 choices. Because right now we do voting for the charms. Wait, I'm not charms. For Saru Print Club, we're doing voting for Saru Print Club. And Sweet Like Sugar came up with a weighted voting system that so far is working out great. And the next Saru Print Club, which is those prints I just showed you, the next Saru Print Club is likely going to be PC Engine shooters. You know, I thought it was going to be Ninja Turtles for sure.
Or Samurai Pizza Cats.
Or Samurai Pizza Cats, but PC Engine shooters, I guess we have a lot of PC Engine fans. Hell yeah, we need a Bubblegum Crisis episode. Now we can actually put that on the list, right? I wanted to get like the big ones out of the way. Big shows, like big, like long shows, you know, like Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Ranma, UwU Hakusho, Macross, Robotech, Gundam. I didn't add Gundam to the question today because I already put Macross. But we'll go ahead and add Gundam to that list. because lots of people watch Gundam, right? I need to finish Roland Crisis. Easy watch, not an easy binge. Nah, I mean, if you've got about 8 hours of time, because some OVAs are like an hour and 20 minutes, and some of them are 40 minutes, so it just depends. It depends. But yeah, it's about 8 hours. When I got the Blu-ray, I remember I got the Blu-ray. Jesse went somewhere, I don't know, and I watched the whole series. I just watched the whole Blu-ray when I got it. As soon as I got it in the mail, I popped it in. I watched the whole thing, and I loved it. Loved it. Very cool. Kag, what is that? Baki the Grappler. Yeah, Baki. I only started watching Baki because Reggie was watching it here when he came to visit. He was watching Grappler Baki, the new one, because there's an old show, right? Like the old OVAs that came out in the 90s, and then they remade the show. So I've only ever seen what I saw here when Reggie was watching it, but it's like one of those like super buff dude shows. The characters from Berserk remind me of an obscure anime manga called Bastard. Lol, amazing artwork, says Space Asteroid. I'm only familiar with Bastard because of the Super Famicom game back in the day. One of my friends, the same friend who introduced me to half of the shit that I like now, he had gotten the Super Famicom game for Bastard. And that's the only reason I know about it. I love 080, 808 and 80 Police. I like both of those as well. 808 got a PC Engine game, but that game sucks, unfortunately. Alright, let me go back. Alright, let me read one more. I love Violence Jack because nothing in those OVAs are off limits, says the Popes. Yeah, those were crazy. Well, I mean, it's in the name, right? You know, it's not called Rainbow Jack or something Fluffy Jack. Now, did you watch the uncut Violence Jack, says Matthew Roach. I watched, which one did I watch? I think I probably watched the censored version of it, because I saw Violence Jack on the Sci-Fi Channel, so it would have had to for sure had been censored. And even then it was still kind of violent. So I can't imagine how much more violent the uncensored one was. I kind of did. The uncut scenes are the DVDs from a Hong Kong VCD. Yeah, that would have been uncut for sure. Show us Rainbow Jack, sir. Alright, we got one more. This last one comes to us from Chris Tang. Chris Tang says, appropriately, I first found out about the existence of Ranma 1/2 via the announcement of the game for the PC Engine CD-ROM, as it's seen in a Japanese game magazine in 1990. I was already a fan of Masaya PC Engine games and their cool anime-themed games, and it was looking like Ranma was going to take it to the next level. A friend told me that it was a hot new series in Japan, so I was really looking forward to it. Got the game on release, and while the gameplay was just okay-ish, the anime cutscenes didn't disappoint and set me up to see the anime when I finally did get to see it. And rented them both raw and translated forms after it was localized. The English dub made my ears bleed. Ultimately, I ended up not liking the series because the characters never seemed to go anywhere with or reach their goals, and I just got tired of it. Still, it was one of those early animes that I saw, so I still have nostalgia for it, says Chris Tang. Yeah, that's kind of like how I feel like Ranma just kind of like went around in circles a lot. And I think its saving grace was that it was just really funny. It was just a really funny show, but you know, we didn't really get closure. I don't want to say too much for anyone who hasn't watched it, but some more closure would have been nice. Venus Wars is getting another reissue soon. Oh, I never saw that. I never saw Venus Wars. The uncensored version is still censored. That orgy in the second OVA.
What?
I don't remember an orgy. All right, well, that was the last answer. We got 16 answers this week, which is good. We usually always get around 15, which is a good amount. So I thank everybody who answered this week's question. Let's see here. The winner for the weekly video game giveaway is Shell. Shell, who's here right now, which is cool. Shell, you are the winner of this week's video game giveaway. Go ahead and you can go ahead. What did we do for international folk? Do we still send them a game?
Usually we do. It's if they're Sarupro, we'll send them the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and here, Jesse's gonna link it right now.
Yeah.
What the hell? I never won. Well, you won now. So give me 1 second. Jesse's gonna link you the link to the video game giveaway, and you get to pick whatever you want. And we've updated it, so everything we have is already up there.
Yeah.
Except for maybe a couple of games. I think we have a copy of Chrono Trigger that we haven't put up. Perhaps.
No. We haven't put the copy of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, because we have 2 copies for Super Famicom. So it's in Super Japanese, unless you're getting a Polymega, which you can play. You can play it translated into English, but otherwise it does you no good. But yeah, we have a second copy of Chrono Trigger that we haven't put up, and I think a copy of Maximo that we haven't put up, and a copy of Seiken Densetsu 4 for Japanese PlayStation.
Oh, you're right. So I can put those up.
So we have a few games that haven't gone up, but for the most part, it's pretty up to date. So you go ahead and pick your game, and then we'll just send it with your Print Club stuff.
Yeah.
So that stuff will go with your Print Club. So you'll get it next Print Club, not this Print Club, because we already sent this Print Club out. So you'll get a next one. Shat, I need some cool games, some cool gems, says Shell. Very cool. We'll take a look at that list there, and let me know what you want. You don't have to let me know now, but let us know in pretty much any time at this point before the next Print Club. You can let us know what it is, and we'll send it with your Print Club stuff. Finally, the rigged game is unrigged, and that odd guy wins. It's funny because Elvis Roa, when he wins, he still says rigged. He's like, rigged. He's like, oh wait, I won. Thank Gleam for picking you at random, says Matthew Roach. It's random. Maybe, I don't know, like at some point, I think we do Gleam because it, like, if new people answer it, it gives them the opportunity to like subscribe and follow on Twitter and all this other stuff. But I don't know how much that helps, because most everyone who enters is mostly the same people.
Yeah.
Rarely do we get like a new person who's like, hey, I'm new. I'm answering the question. So maybe we can do it a different way. Maybe we'll do it like live, where we do like a wheel or something. I don't know.
We can do that. We could have them, if they put their name on the thing, we put them on the list. If they don't, then how are we gonna know? You know.
Oh yeah, we could. Oh, you're right. Because Gleam will reveal who it is if it picks a winner. It'll show us who it is. Except when Gleam picks the same person again and again.
Do you remember that one time it picked? I forgot who it picked.
Just recently it did that, where it picked. I don't remember who it picked, but yeah, one time we were doing it. It kept picking the same people. Because sometimes not a lot of people enter them either. You know, it's always it's a small, intimate crowd. Especially now, since I changed the chat to subscriber only. Because some people might see that and they're like, "Ah, fuck this guy," you know, and not subscribe. But that's okay, because I honestly would. I want it to be like, you know, an intimate crowd. So this way, even if it keeps me from growing, that's okay. You know, for the most part, YouTube is mostly for the fun and the Saru crew. So it doesn't really matter if I grow a whole lot. So subscriber mode only is gonna stay. So you guys don't have to worry about randos jumping in here, unless those randos subscribe, and then, you know, we can quickly block them.
Intimate. You show your Ranma.
Oh yeah, let me show you. I have a cool piece of Ranma. Of Ranmers. This is my. Oh no! What the hell happened here? It's not good at all. Sorry, my box got really bent, which is sad because it was like perfect. But this
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, this was like straight. Ooh.
What just happened now?
Alright, anyhow. This is my cool bit of Ranma memorabilia that I have. This is a Ranma 1/2 Laserdisc set from Japan. This is both movies. The first movie is really long, so that spans across 2 discs. Which is Big Trouble in Nikonlan, China, and the second one is the Ni Hao, My Concubine, which in Japanese is not called that. It's called Hanayome o Torimodose, which means give back my betrothed. Or flower bride is like the literal translation, but that's what it is. Give me my betrothed. But the box itself is really cool. It's got posters, giganto posters in it, and then the 3 laser discs. These posters are huge. And like the shape of them is really nice. Let's see if I can open it without destroying it. This is the poster for the Big Trouble in Nikonlan, China, which is huge, movie-sized poster. And then the other one is I don't know why this one feels like it's like thicker than that poster. This one's gonna be the Ni Hao, My Concubine one. Or give me back my fiance bride. Yeah, the quality of this one. Man, it's like these have never been opened before. The box is new. And I opened it. I can't open it. But it's huge. I don't want to destroy it. I don't know, somehow I destroyed somehow the packaging got messed up for it, but this was new when I got it. And then we got this advertisement. This came in all the Ranma CDs, the later Ranma CDs. This advertisement, I remember I bought the CDs for the OVAs. This same advertisement was in it, which is funny because it advertises one of the CDs that actually came in the CD that I actually bought. And then here's a LD box thing. Basically just explains what's in the movies. And the thing is like a full color thing, explanation. It's pretty cool. And then we've got character sketches in here. I don't know if you can see them, but it's got like the new characters that are original to this movie, Lychee and Kirin. But really cool box set. A lot of cool stuff in this one. A lot of cool stuff in it. Man, it's a shame about that. They really pick things into those anime LD, or really pack things into these anime LD boxes. Yeah, they're huge too. That one was heavy too. I remember that box from Bai, because I got that from Japan on Yahoo Auctions. I think I used Bai for it, and I think like it was like $250 to ship this box, because I had like 2 other LDs in there too. Though.
Oh yeah, I remember it was like $250. You're like,
yeah, it was like $250 to ship this box. But when it got here, I know why. The box was so heavy. They really pack things. Oh, sorry. Should I start on the movies or the TV show? I would start with the TV show, at least until they introduce all of the characters, right? So like Ranma, Akane, Shampoo, Moose, Ukyo, Kuno, Kodachi. once they introduce like all of the main characters, then you can watch the other stuff, because then it'll make sense to who these people are. But if you just watch the movies and the OVAs, you won't know who anybody is if you start there. So I would say at least watch like, I think they introduced everyone who's important in the first 3 seasons of Ranma. So if you watch the first 3 seasons, Homer is here. Welcome. He says, "Hey guys, I'm to work, but wanted to say hello." He's at work. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate that. A Homer, clean shampoo, huh? Yeah, shampoo. Like Shampoo's grandma is named Cologne, and the guy that likes Shampoo, his name is Moose.
Oh yeah.
They're all hair products. A lot of funny names. In Ranma, like Lychee and Kirin. All foods. Lots of foods. Speaking of foods, I'm really hungry. So
Yeah, we can eat.
we can eat. What time is it right now? 9:38. Maybe we should play till 10 and then end it at 10.
Yeah. So let me connect.
We've only been. Oh, none of it's connected, huh? Nah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
It wouldn't be too hard to connect.
No? Just disconnect this guy.
Just disconnect this and take that. And I'll take this.
My bad. I should have.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Should
That's
have
why I'm
said
here.
something.
Huh?
Moose. Then thought it was moose. Yeah, moose like hair, like the hair moose. But sometimes they'll write it moose like the animal, but it's supposed to be like hair moose. Hair moose. Oh no! Did you unplug the light? Now we're in the dark, you guys. Now it's time to tell spooky style. That was light. Now it's time to tell spooky stories. Spooky stories. PC Engine. We could play some Ranma.
Which one's the Polymega?
Oh, the power?
Yeah.
It's an AC adapter that has like a weird like nib at the end of it. So I think I see it there on the floor. I think I see it.
Oh, I see it. It's right here. It's on top.
Here, while we get that up, you guys get
Okay.
Saru stories to tell you in the dark. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think that's it. I don't wait, hold on. Don't connect it. Just to make sure this is the right one. Is it? Am I pulling it? Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll find out if it explodes. Okay, you guys, we get to talk about Ranma 1/2 on the PC Engine! Yay! Okay, baby, turn down the excitement just a bit. So, Ranma 1/2 is probably one of my all-time favorite anime TV shows growing up, and it has some of the most memorable and lovable characters you will ever see in an anime. Rumiko Takahashi, the creator, illustrator, and storytelling genius who also brought us other classics like Lum, Urusei Yatsura, Maison Ikoku, Inuyasha, and a bunch of other stuff, is the mastermind behind Ranma 1/2. And like any other popular anime during the time, Ranma got a bunch of video game adaptations, including this one we're talking about today. This installment of Ranma 1/2 by NCS Messiah is a one-on-one fighting game that follows a good portion of the show in a more condensed fashion. And it does so in an episodic manner. Alright, we are ready for Game Stream.
Let me turn this off.
Game Stream. On the poly.
Sure might be in there.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Polymega, Polymega.
Yes. Do we have any Ranmers installed? We do. We have the English Ranma 1/2. We'll play this one. Even though their voices are all stupid in this one. Even though their voices are all dumb. I don't know why they felt the need to change the voices, but whatever. Beep, 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 beep. Will Ranma. I played through the Japanese one. Last week we did a Ranma stream for the Saturday show where we talked about all the Ranma games, and I played through this one and the third game in Japanese. So I guess we can play it in English. But rarely do I bother with the English one because the Japanese one had come out like 2 years before the English one had ever come out. That Mode 7 mouth. Alright, I'm gonna be female Ranmer. Principal, is it true that gifted students don't have to take exams? Aloha, news travels fast. Let me explain.
Charles, is this with the patch?
No, this is the from the cartridge. I dumped the English cartridge. But I have all the Japanese ones. Growing up, I played the Japanese one, and I have my story is sad. It's not really that sad. It's an annoying story. When I think back of getting the Japanese Ranma game, I always think about my super long trip to go get it, to actually not get it. But if it wasn't for that, I would never have gotten Fist of the North Star 6, which I did end up liking. Am I playing? Okay. Dude, do they actually like... Yeah, see, their voices are gross.
Matter says it started hinting at an Naruto stream.
Oh, with my shirt? No, it was the only clean anime related shirt I had.
But was Ranma released in the US SNES?
Yep.
Did not know.
As Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. And they would advertise it in the Ranma VHS tapes. They'd be like, Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. How did I still land on that still? Look at this little fireball. Boy. You have to charge it for like a really long time to do the big one. See, like that one. God damn it. Fuck you, King. Damn it, I died.
Damn it, I died.
Damn it.
Oh, says after choosing a character, hold RXA. The debug menu will appear before the round starts.
Hold what?
After you select a character, press and hold RX and A until a special screen appears. There's a code to add an extra character to the select screen and an additional code to pick up Haposai.
Haposai is so tiny in this game. He's like... Well, I mean, he's tiny in any game. But he throws like huge bombs.
Shell says it looks a little sluggish, is it?
A little bit. But it was charming back then. I love this game nonetheless. His voice, why? I mean, I guess his Japanese voice isn't any better, but there was also a European localization. For some reason, Ranma was called Frederick, or not Ranma, Ukyo. I don't know why Ukyo's name was Frederick, but it was. I'm guessing that had something to do with Ranma thinking that Ukyo was a boy in the beginning.
Shaw's graphics are real nice.
Yeah, graphics are nice for 1992. And sprite work is really nice. Really nice sprite work. Boom.
Another anime that is great is ROD, Read or Die. Sorry.
I like the original OVA for Read or Die. I never saw the show. But Read or Die OVA was sweet. No.
The frame seems like it's an issue just eyeballing it. It's like it's running on at 30 and less versus 60 like most fighters.
Oh, I wonder what our stream is set to. Are we streaming at 30 frames per second?
Yep.
Well, we should be
No,
streaming.
60 frames per second.
Where do you see that?
There.
No, not there. You can change that. I mean, like our actual stream.
Oh, I don't. Usually when it's. If you put 6 frames per second here, that means that's the highest it goes for that one.
Okay.
But for the. You're like talking about the video here?
Yeah.
For the game?
Yeah, for a capture.
There it is. It's right here.
That's the resolution. That's not
Oh.
the frames per second.
Oh, I'm not sure how to check that. How do you check that?
I don't remember. We haven't checked. Actually, we haven't even checked since we started streaming on the Mac.
Well, I know it was 6 frames per second because we were playing the shooter, and you know you could tell when we. I'll put.
It just is like I can tell by the pixels. Oh, it is.
There it is, yeah.
Weird.
So maybe this. Maybe change that.
No, that
No?
should.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm talking about the game, not you guys. That's CBL.
Bada beep, bada beep. Damn it, Shampoo. She's kicking my ass. Her jump is always so sporadic. Do you see when she jumped that second jump? She was like, like, how does that even happen?
CBL, it's just animations. They don't look that smooth. In my opinion, it's a CBL.
Oh, yeah. The animation's like, you know, very, very few frames. It's like a 12 megabyte game.
The Pope says my current anime watch pile consists of Tenjiho Tengi, which
Tenjo
I'm watching.
Tenge?
Huh?
Tenjo Tenge?
Yeah, I think. Which I'm watching now. Bubblegum Crisis, which I'm halfway through. Battle Athletes FLCL Progressive, and Alternative and Space Dandy.
Oh man, I started watching Space Dandy. I really need to finish that at some point. My current anime watch. Okay, just read.
Yep.
Dude, finish Bubblegum Crisis. It's good. Just don't watch the new one, 2040.
Just watch the new one.
You really keep bouncing around. I'm gonna keep doing that. Jump over me. Oh, she's dead already. She dead already. What? Such weird quotes. Good study habits build a strong body. Why would Ranma say that? Fuck you, fiance. Oh shit, they're just gonna beat me.
All great shows, Pope says Master Roach.
Yeah, FLCL was great.
Our YTS is here.
Welcome, YTS!
So I pre-ordered the Hyperkin Duke Halo 20 years Halo Combat Evolved Cortana 20th Anniversary Limited Edition controller for the Xbox. One, it's to celebrate Xbox 20th anniversary. There are 3 of them. That's awesome. I kind of want to get it, but I kind of want my Zelda stuff. I bought the Xbox pack to play DOA 6. I'm no Gamer's here. Says, where's the snacks?
I'm a gamer, welcome!
Where's my snacks?
Was it popcorn?
Yeah. We're gonna get snacks today, but we were doing so much stuff that, we couldn't. Is Xbox OG new retro? Now retro?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Sakamoto says, anybody else get judged harshly for their anime watching habits in the early day because people didn't get it?
Yep.
Yep.
All the time.
I used to make fun of when I told people I used to watch Pokemon and Digimon.
That's so funny. I'm just kidding. Why? Because it was kid shows, anime, or both?
You shut up.
No, I was asking if why did it make fun? Because it was.
I don't know. I guess because it's cartoons to them, to a lot of people. You like to watch cartoons? Yeah, well, I'm a kid, so.
Discotheque does Lord's work when it comes to old anime. For reals. Puff Puff Panda Panda. It'll be 20 years old in November the 15th. Isn't that crazy? And then we're dead.
We're dead. We're fucking dead. Alright, here's the charm giveaway. We're gonna do it like at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
And that'll be
that'll be the
sign
end
off.
of our lives. Moose.
Now, Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! I couldn't not get into. I could not stand the 4-kid censorship.
Yeah, I couldn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Or I just couldn't care. I did not cur. It's Frederick.
Frederick. Why?
I don't know. They called her, for whatever reason, they called her Frederick. In the PAL region.
Someone says, my sister critiqued it by saying the words "don't move with your lips," and I should watch something normal like Winnie the Pooh or something like that.
Something normal. You should watch something normal, like heavy metal. Dude, heavy metal was dope. I have that on Laserdisc. Ugh, I especially hate Ukyo's voice. I don't know what the hell they did with it.
Matthew says, we have fans of Konosuba in the Saru Discord post. Oh, Pope highly recommends Konosuba.
Oh yeah, a lot of Konosuba fans in the Discord. Oh no. Drawn game. The game is drawn. Well, technically it's not wrong. This stage makes me hungry for okonomiyaki.
Yes. My sister used to call me a pervert, and now anime is all her kids watch. It's a snark mark.
Really? How funny.
And she's the always says, "Wait, yes." Soccer Monster says, "Heavy metal is pretty fire."
Kitty or something, huh? Oh shit. That was just the first round? Fuck. It's also got this rule I keep forgetting about. How does the rule go?
The Pope says, I finished Amagai Brilliant Park earlier today. Oh, I remember. Watched that, remember? That's the kind of Full Metal Panic spinoff. As far as modern shows got it, was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good show. I like it. I like that one. Fuck, I died. Alright, well, let's do that giveaway. We will do giveaway. Oh shit, there's one more round. Oh, because it was a draw game. What the hell? The graphics for that are weird.
Okay.
Giveaway time.
Set the alarm for 1 minute. Set a timer for 1 minute.
Do you have a winner?
Yep. The winner is Sasquatch.
A Sasquatch.
You got
It's our
1
turn
minute.
winner. Alright. Just as well I died. Ranma must endure makeup test madness. Why are there so many tests? What, like, did he miss like every test for his entire life? I didn't like Boogie Pop. I've never seen Boogie Pop. Is Sasquatch time in the house? In the house?
Well, guys, I need to run. Hit you all up in the Discord later.
Good night, Shell.
Good night,
Yeah, we're
Shell.
leaving too. We're leaving too.
He's
Sasquatch
here.
is here. He says, "Wow, wow, wow, wow." You're the winner of this Ranma charm, Sasquatch. You have won this Ranma charm. We're gonna stick it in your box. Stick it in your box so
Stick it in
good.
your box.
And this goes to Sasquatch. Thank you for playing. There goes his timer. Just in time, he wow-wowed. You wow-wowed just in time there, Mr. Sasquatch. These are people who help make this charm happen. We also have this charm on sarumar.com. You can buy it. We have 10 of them left. I'm a lucky sassy luck. All right, very cool. Once again, next week's question is up at the very top. It is a Macross related question. And then Saturday, we also have our Saturday show that has a question as well that we should probably post.
So I'm going to post this one first.
All right, so this is this week's question right there. Or next week's anime question. And then we're going to post Saturday's question as well. Saturday we said, what did we ask on Saturday? Saturday we asked, what was your favorite 32-bit action game and why? And that's for this Saturday's question. So if you haven't answered that, you can go ahead and answer it there for your chance to win a game as well. Now we are giving away twice as many games, twice as many prizes every week with these hangout shows. But anyway, guys, thanks everybody for stopping in tonight. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.